This winning run since 2018 with 10 victories, 7 clean sheets, and we heap the praise on Arsenal week after week in terms of their attack, and we talk about their set pieces. But you're going to look at their attack today through a different prism. Yeah,
we've analysed Declan Rice this season, who's outstanding again today. We've looked at Gyökeres. Obviously, defensively, we've looked at them, and they're rock solid. But perhaps what we might not have seen so much are how such an important role is played by the two fullbacks, Timber and Calafiori. I mean, their stats really are off the charts, and it would be easy to say, well, OK, because they dominated for large periods today, particularly in the first half. This is not today. This is all season. Look at the stats and for total shots. Calafiori's second, expected goals, touches in the opposition box. They're so high up there with their, particularly compared to their forward players. And today was another great example of what a great strength it is to have them both. I mean, look at Calafiori here. He's in a centre-forward position. He's further forward than anyone else. And, all right, he doesn't get the ball to begin with, but look what happens with that run. That then gets the corner, which Arsenal once again score from. Great delivery. The knockback is superb, and Gyökeres is in there to tap it away. Same thing again. He gets into a really good forward position. That run is the run of a centre forward, and again they get another set piece, which we know how dangerous they are. This he works really well, not really involved until he gets into the box, but just watch his final position and where he actually ends up. Again, he's in that centre forward position, very difficult to pick up. Eventually the ball gets to him there. He could get his shot away a little bit earlier, but he does eventually. And again, they get another set piece. But it's all because of him and his willingness to get forward. Second half, all right, we looked at Calafiori in the first half. Yuri and Timber did exactly the same on the other side in the second half. They are such a threat and so difficult to pick up. Now watch his run into the centre forward position. The ball goes in. It's a great ball, and he's really unlucky he's not on the end of it. But his intentions is to get in there. He's got a great relationship with Saka down that right-hand side. They understand each other. They know when and where to pass it. But again, he's in that position, getting forward, and there's Calafiori coming onto the edge of the box. So something that we maybe not have picked out before, but it's something very different. And those two players give great options for Arsenal in those forward positions and have done all season.
Alan mentioned Declan Rice. His manager today mentioned him as well, gave him special praise. And you're also going to heap some attention onto him, because today was another complete performance.
He was excellent today. I thought he covered every blade of grass. Look at these stats from the game today. He ranks first in touches, passes played into the box, total crosses. I like this one because he's such a good ball carrier, the total distance of ball carrying. As a centre-back myself, he would be perfect if he's in front of you, because he does all of the work that you don't really see. Picks up second balls. His set-piece delivery is so important to what Arsenal do. They score so many goals from that. He also chips in with goals like he did today. I'd say it's not an understatement to say at the minute he's the complete midfielder. He can attack and defend. I think he's so integral to what Arsenal are trying to do. He embodies everything that the manager's built the team around.
Outstanding.
OK. It is a year today since Ruben Amorim took charge at Manchester.
We were exceptional, scored 2 goals, probably should have scored another 2 or 3. We give nothing away. And that was a platform to win it, because in the second half it's true that we weren't that precise, especially with the ball. We had to make a few changes, and yeah, we didn't have that much control of the game. But defensively, again, we were exceptional to maintain the clean sheet.
We'll take massive positives from that second half performance, like we have throughout this season when we've played against top teams. There's been elements that we need to improve on, and certain elements which are really encouraging, and that was his second half here today.
And Declan Rice, he was everywhere today. It was as a game of a real leader, it seemed.
Absolutely, I think he stepped up, and when the team needed the most, he won I don't know how many balls, how many tackles, he carried the ball, he scored the goal. So yeah, that's his evolution as a player.
Absolutely no drama, though, for the leaders, Arsenal at Turf Moor this afternoon, winning by 2-0. And, Merce, they just continued to produce such impressive games. I mean, 3 times this season they've restricted an opponent to no shots on target. That's happened 5 times total in the Premier League across the season, and Arsenal have 3 of those. At the moment, they look unbeatable, don't they?
Yeah, he defends so well. I mean, Edwards hit the post. I know that's not on target because he's hit the post, but he had a free kick last kick of the game that hit the post. But bar that, never looked like scoring. Everything that comes in the box is cleared. They head everything out. got two defenders that want to defend. They've got two fullbacks that want to stop crosses. And Declan Rice, he wouldn't be far off a 10 out of 10 today.
That header as well.
Oh, his header was phenomenal. He's run the length of the pitch. I mean, everything he does, he just doesn't stop. I thought he was phenomenal. My worry would be when Shearer went off at half-time, they were nowhere near the same team. Nowhere near. Mourinho come on, he sort of knits it together, but they never really got up the pitch and threatened too many times. So, but yeah, you watch them, they're a well-oiled machine with a lot of talent in that machine as well, and that's very unusual. Usually you get a machine. This reminds me of the Mourinho team, you know, that he had at Chelsea. You know, efficient machine, but had so much talent in it as well. And that's not a good cocktail for everybody else.
And Slavia Prague away in the Champions League to come this week. And were they not to concede in that game, that would be 8 clean sheets in a row in all competitions, which would be a club record. I mean, that is the level at which they're defending this season. And we showed the graphic of that Chelsea record from the 04-05 season. Keep getting the wrong way round. Could you see that being overturned potentially this season by Arsenal?
It's some doing. It's some doing, and especially when it gets later on in the season, when they might have had the league wrapped up and they're still in the Champions League. You never know with the amount of games and how many people they got.
3 in 15. I mean, one of those was at Anfield, and it's an absolute worldie from Szoboszlai.
Yeah, well, a worldie, an absolute worldie, and it's still some doing. You look at it now, they got to go 9, 18, 27, 3 lots of 9s, and let in 4 goals out, and that's some going. But I watched today. And I watched the team never, ever, bar the free kick at the end, last kick of the game that hit the post, never, ever looked like scoring. Yeah. And they wasn't that bad, Burnley. They wasn't that bad. It was just unbelievable defending.
Yeah, you obviously played with a lot of people speak about that. Where do you rank this one against that one?
It's a little bit different because there was the offside, you know what I mean? Tony and Baldy would literally just step up and put their hand up and you'd literally get offside after offside. There was a different rule in them days, in my opinion. You know, if you went to close the goalie down and the ball got kicked and it got headed back, you're offside. It don't matter where you are. So I just think with pitches like they are now, and the way the ball's moved and how... I don't see anybody nowadays... You know, when you watch football before, you think, oh, he had a bad... No one's got a bad touch anymore, have they? I don't know if it's the pitches or what the game... I'd have to say now. I'd have to say this is just off the charts, what I'm watching. And it's not just him, it's Zuma, Mendy, and then it's Rice. I mean, I could easily give Rice 10 out of 10. I've never seen it. He just doesn't stop running. He does all the hard work. You know, he just does everything. It's scary. Honestly, I watch, and I was only watching the game in the end to see if they could have a shot on target. Shot on target.
And they didn't. And that's the 3rd time this season, as I mentioned, that Arsenal have restricted a side of the Premier League.
7 points clear on November the 1st, albeit it's just 7 points clear with a few other games to play. But this is getting a bit silly.
Yeah, no, it's not silly. It's just that's exactly what they deserve. They're playing well. They've got confidence. Going to Burnley, there's a potential of an early slip-up in the game. But as soon as they get the first goal, they're just too strong from all over the pitch, and it was literally just make sure you go out there and be professional, and your skill will win the game. It was a little bit more difficult in the second half, but they got the goals, and that's what the fans think about it. There's a belief all of a sudden that they're going to keep going, and why not? They're not conceding goals, and it's a good trait to have.
Lee, you probably played in the greatest Arsenal defence and certainly the most famous, but 3 goals conceded in 10 games. Where would you place that as an achievement? It's incredible. Yeah, I mean, we never did that. We never equalled any of these records that they're doing. The difference that they've got to do now is they've got to win something with it and then continue it and keep going. And the longevity of that is kind of where we were. But, I mean, they're exceptional. Every one of them individually. And what they've built now is this wall in front of a goalkeeper who is brilliant as well. So, I mean, it's so difficult to break them down as a 4, let alone what they've got to protect them in front of.
As Gary said, 3 goals conceded in 10 Premier League games. It's actually 3 goals conceded in 15 in all competitions, which is even better, and that is now 7 straight clean sheets, 1 short of the Arsenal club record, which stands at 8. So we've talked about the defence. Let's just talk about up top. How important that Shearer's got on the score sheet today?
Yeah.